Everybody,
Hello everyone. How are you doing, my dear students? I hope you all are
yeah, Sri Vidya, Raja, Mala, everybody, great. Everybody, good morning. Yeah, sorry for a little delay of the class of 2 minutes. Yeah, so here is our class beginning, and the topic here today is mating patterns with the night. And what we're going to learn today is a mate which happens from the night. So, kids, please tell me, how will the checkmate come with the knight in this position? Yeah, Kiran, hello. Bhavesh, absolutely right. Yashwant, right. Amravati Ala, Chandrasekhar Shastri, you're not right. Amravati Ala, you're right. Chandrasekhar Shastri, please try again. Bhavesh, VSS, Bhavesh, Yashwant, Urva, Versa. No, sorry, Purva. Everybody is giving the right answer. What is the name of this mate? Chandrasekhar Shastri, knight g6 is not the right move. Knight g6, the pawn will capture. So, yeah, Abhyud Rajesh, you are back here. So, knight g6 is a mistake because the pawn will capture it. So, knight f7, check and mate. What is the name of this checkmate? This is the most beautiful checkmate which actually comes, and we are astonished to see the mate when we are as a beginner when we start. Yes, absolutely right. So we have a very intelligent crowd here. Purva, MA, Abhyud Rajesh, yeah. Chandrasekhar Sastri, everybody is giving the right answer. Smothered mate. Sorry if I miss any names. Wonderful pitch. Yeah, VSS is Suchitra. Yeah, Suchitra, absolutely right answer. Bollywood music. Yeah. Good morning, Bollywood music. Good to see. I'm also from India. Okay. So Harshita also says the right answer. It is smothered meat. Good. Let's continue. So today we'll try to do a lot of topics because I hope we have really covered up the initial things well, and we can learn more deeper concepts available. So kids, next move. Absolutely right, Purva. Correct answer. Sri Jyoti says hi. Yes, hello, Sri Jyoti. Yeah, what we are learning today is the checkmate from the knight. Bhavesh, Purva, absolutely right. Chandrasekhar Shastri, very good. Knight e7, check and mate. Yeah, VSS. VSS is what name? Suchitra. Okay. See, it will be very good if your ID has, a name so that I can really tell that name. Okay, so knight e7 is the answer given. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, Rajiv Sahu, I think the chat should involve the questions relating to chess. Okay. So we have Bitkar is giving the answer. Any Mala M. Yeah. Harshita. Very nice. It's a checkmate from the knight, but it is not a smothered mate, Harshita, because the king is sort of a smothered mate, but it's not actually totally enclosed by its own pieces. So that is a smothered mate. It's a help of a bishop which gives the checkmate. Okay, so let's continue. We've seen that the knight was knight gave the checkmate with the help of bishop. Now the queen is doing the job. So how will the knight give the checkmate? The queen is controlling the whole long diagonal, and with the help of this diagonal being controlled, the knight will deliver the checkmate. Yeah, Purva, absolutely right. Bhavesh, Purva, Amravati. Amravati, Yala, yeah, please try again. Your answer is not right. Yeah, Bhavesh S, please try again. Your answer is not right. Purva has given the right answer. VSS has given the right answer. Vignesh has given the right answer. Yashwant's answer is right. Chandrasekhar Shastri, please try again. MA is right. Amravati Yala, please try again. Bollywood music, please try again. Amravati Yala, please try again. Yashwant, very good. Bhavesh S is right. Yeah, Chandrasekhar, your answer is not right. So now the answers are coming right. Kiran Reddy, Bollywood music is not right. So we have now Amravati Yala is right, Chandrasekhar Shastri is right. Yeah, yeah. Harshita, there is a difference. If there is a knight on f6, that is not a checkmate. I'll demonstrate. Knight on f6 is not a checkmate, it's a check. And the king can escape. So the right answer is knight on the edge, that is knight h6, checkmate. Well answered by Sri Jyoti, Sri Vidya, Bollywood music, Jagrati. Yeah. Bidkar, Ramesh. Yeah, you all are. Ramesh was not right. Bidkar was right. Yeah. So knight h6, checkmates. So you can see that how the cooperation is happening. Last time it was bishop and now it is queen. Let's go further. Now the white rook cuts off the king. And how can the checkmate come? So what is cutting off? This is sort of a thing. I've created a little vertical file, like the G file is being totally controlled by the rook. That is the purpose of the rook. Yeah, absolutely right. Very intelligent crowd. Absolutely right. Bhavin, Purva, then Abhijit. Yeah, Abhijit, Rajesh, Bhavin, Vignesh. Yeah. Yashwant, your notations are not right. Please improve. VSS, Bhavya, Vanjana, open file. Yeah, you're right. And the answer is Chandrasekhar Shastri, Bhavesh. Yeah, everybody almost gave the right answer. Yeah, Harshita is also right. Knight f7. Check and mate. So here is a move. Knight goes to f7. Checkmate. Knight doing the checkmate, and helper is the rook. Help is being given by the rook. Okay, so we proceed further with two knights working together. So now you saw a checkmate with the help of bishop, with the queen, with the rook. Now knight. The knight is giving in help. As you can see that the knight on g5 is covering the h7 square. So basically the knight has a good control on that square, so the king cannot move anywhere. Now it's time to deliver the checkmate. Wonderful. Mate and one is like this crowd is must be telling that, sir, don't give me the answers of mate and one. Great. Everybody, I'll not take the name, everybody gave the right answer. Wonderful. So the answer is knight g6, check and mate. Really. So you can see that the king cannot move because another knight is helping. Very nice. Okay, knight to g6. There is only one knight which is coming on g6, so you don't have to write. Okay, the second knight g6. Yeah, okay, that is also correct. So Himanshi Gupta says knight g6, knight f7 controls also the king checkmate. Yeah, h7 square is being controlled. Very nice. And now we go ahead. Deadly knight duo. So we have another example where two knights are helping each other, and because of the two knights, the king cannot escape. So I think this is also the similar to the previous one. Yes, Bhavin, your answer is absolutely right. Purva gave the answer although first. Yeah, perfect. Bhavin, always give your answer once. It actually presses a lot. Yeah, Vignesh, Abhyud, Rajesh, Bollywood music, Amravati, Yala, Bitkar, Bollywood music, Sudarshan. Yeah, everybody. Wonderful. Yeah, right answer. Knight to G6. Check and mate again. Very good pattern. Check and mate. Now, another example when the knight is delivering the checkmate, but now the helpers are nonetheless very important things in chess, the pawn, the soul of the chess. So the pawns are restricting the king from escaping, and his pawns are blocking them. So absolutely right. So yes, our journey starts with Abhyut, Rajesh, Bhavin, Bhavesh. Yeah, perfect. Bollywood music was the first to give the answer, and Susanath, practically your notations are not right, but maybe you have uh, given the right answer. So very nice. From this to we have the answer coming from Gopi, Prasad, yeah, Harshita also giving the right answer. Yeah, everybody is right. Perfect. Knight to f6, check and mate. So Amravati Yala is Ipshita. Okay, yeah, Ipshita. Sorry, I have to say Amravati Yala because it just comes in a flash and I have to read it out very fast. So here it is. Knight goes to f6, check and mate. So the pawns help it, checkmate. And now it's another mating patterns which demonstrate that how the cooperation works. The cooperation is, you can see that the bishop is a long range piece. From his own territory, this bishop is controlling this whole diagonal. And this whole diagonal has been uh, unopposed. Like black does not have the dark square bishop. So white dominates it. Absolutely right answer. Bhavin was the first to answer this question. And Bhavesh S, Vilasini, Bhavin, Gopi, and Abhyud Rajesh, Sri Jyoti, Sri Vidya, Rajiv Sahu, Bhavesh S, Bollywood music, Bhavin, Ganga, Bitkar, Gopi, Bollywood music, Chandrasekhar Shastri, Himanshi Gupta, all are absolutely right. The last one to give this answer is, yeah, Ipshita, all are right. Very good. Harshita also gave the right answer. Knight A7 checkmate. So it's a pattern worth remembering. Wonderful. So maybe now I start to go a little faster. Okay, now the next one. Yes, Bhavin gave the answer very well. Yeah, Sri Jyoti, Gopi, Bhavin, Bhaveshas, Purva, Abhyud Rajesh, absolutely right answer. Knight C7 checkmate. All are right. Okay, good job. So a checkmate is a mate, no doubt about that. Bishop covers the escape square, knight c7 checkmate. So you can say that the knight and bishop, which are three values each, have dominated the five values of two rooks. So the object of the chess game is to checkmate, not to win material. The first object is to checkmate the king. If you even sacrifice the queen, then also you can uh, give the checkmate, you are the winner of the game. So let's continue. White exploits a pin. So what is a pin? When the two pieces are on the same file, rank, And diagonal, that is called as a pin. Pins are done by the rook, bishop, and knight. Absolutely right answer. So Ganga Venkatesh gave the right answer first. Bollywood music, Sri Vidya, Gopi, Sudarshan, Bhavin, Purba, Ganga, Purba, Sri Vidya, Bidkar, Bhavesh. Bidkar, your rotations are not right, but I can guess that you have given the right answer. Abhyud Rajesh, Chandrasekhar Shastri, all are absolutely right. Perfect. Yeah, Ipshita, you're absolutely right. Knight g6 is a checkmate. And now the knight cannot be captured because the pawn is pinned. I call it as NGD, not good defender. The pawns which are pinned, in this example, this rook is pinning the pawn. The pawn cannot capture anything. It's a pin. So let's go to the mating patterns with the pawn. So it will, you will be finishing with the mating patterns with the pawn. So Vignesh Sridhar was thinking, sorry Vignesh, we as for the things, we are covering the things very faster this time because we feel I can give you more lessons to. Absolutely right answer. Everybody is perfectly right. Everybody. Pawn G7. Check and mate. Next one. Absolutely right. Everybody is right. Yes, Bhavin is the first to answer. Yeah, Bhavesh S. Geeta, Purva, Shrish. Yeah, absolutely right. The pawn checkmates are the most easiest one. Everybody is right. Perfect. Very intelligent crowd. Congratulations to all of you. Very good. So it gives me more responsibilities to present a lot of things in front of you. Next, please. Yes, Bhavin, you are right. The first move is absolutely right. Yeah, Purva, Abhyut Rajesh, uh, Shrinesh, yeah, Purva, Geeta Gopi, yeah, everybody is right. Absolutely right. The weakest square in the black scam. The square which is the most weakest in the black scamp is this F7. The most weakest point in the black's territory. And F2, the most weak point in the white's territory. So pawn F7, check and mate. Mating patterns with the pawn and the knight. So again, we can see that, yeah, Bhavin is always first. No, Vilasani gives the answer absolutely right. So Bhavin, Vilasani gives the answer correct. She is first this time. And yeah, and Abhyud Rajesh has given a nice comment that when you talk about the pawns, you are not supposed to put a P for a pawn. We put it as a name of the square. Yeah, Abhyud, like a lot of people are just doing that, but it's good to have those informations passed to the kids one more time. When you do the notations, you just play the name of the square. So Himanshi Gupta says, I don't understand the pin, sir. During the pin, we can't appreciate anything. During pin, we can't appreciate anything. Okay. The pin is a tactics which we have not yet come, but you have came across those words. So it is this. We'll explain you in the further classes, Himanshi. Yeah. The pin, if somebody is pinned, he cannot capture anything if it is pinned to the king. It depends on the situation, when he can capture, when he cannot capture. So we don't say pawn e5, f5, everybody is right. We say f5. That is the name of the square. Everybody is right. Perfect. Let's go further. So mating with the pawn and the rook. So how do you mate with the pawn and the rook? Mate in two. Absolutely right answer. This is a move. Very good. So now mate in two also. Bhavin, give the answer first. Chandrasekhar Shastri is second. Bollywood music has also given the right answer. Kiran Reddy, please try again. Yeah, Purva, you are right. Bollywood music, absolutely right. Bidkar, you are right. But try to give the second move. Sudarshan, you are absolutely right. Perfect. Yashwant, absolutely right. Yes, Bini Jain. Vilasni, sir, I don't understand that mate with the pawn and the rook. Yeah, we are into that. Vilasni, try to guess the first move and then try to visualize the second move. I'll let you go through with this. We will play through over the board. So Bhavesh S, your answer is not right. Please try again. Your first move was right. So please try again. So the second move is with the pawn. Mamta gave the right answer, and Geeta Gopi and Shri Karthik has given only the first move. What will be the second move? MA gave the answer in an absolutely right manner. And Abhyud Rajesh is absolutely right. So VSS Tamanna, sorry, VSS is also right. MA absolutely right. So rook into h7 check. King has to move. Only one square to go. And now the move from the pawn, as we are learning the pawn mates. Pawn steps one step further, h4. Second mate. So Velocity, I think, didn't understood well. So I'm just making it understand one more time. The rook captures a pawn. It's a check to the king. Whenever there is a check, you have to save the check from the attack to the king. So the king moved here. There was only way to save the check. And now pawn moved one more step. F. It's h4, not Vilasni, f4. It is h4. So the pawn cannot be taken by the king because it is protected by the rook. Yeah, it's not f4, it is h4, Ganga. So going further, mating with the pawn and the king. So it is not that sir, why can't pawn capture the rook? Okay, so there is a question. I'm going back here. Okay, this question, the pawn, when the rook captured the pawn with a check, these pawns are moving forward. So the pawn cannot capture backwards. So, this pawn cannot capture backward. It can only capture diagonally one step forward. So I hope I am able to give your answer, Raja. Yeah. Yeah, and everybody has given the right answer. Okay. So the next puzzle goes like this. Mate with the pawn and the king, and everybody has given the right answer for this. Ipshita, absolutely right. And everybody also. Pawn f4, check and mate. Here it is. Pawn f4 is a check and mate. Mating with the pawn, king, and knight. So you can see that when the pieces cooperate, it is the best. Yes, everybody's answer is flowing. You can see that the knight is controlling the square. where I marked it as red. The king is controlling the squares. I marked it as blue. And now it's time to deliver the checkmate. Cooperation. And everybody is right. Yes, Ipshita, Bollywood music, Mamta, Sudarshan, Chandrasekhar Shastri, Purva. Yeah, everybody is right. Perfect. The pawn moves to f4. So you can see that the cooperation between the knight, king, and the pawn. The black king cannot escape the check. Check and mate. So mate with the pawn and the rook. So how will the mate will happen with the pawn and the rook? This is a good one. Let's see who will give the answer. What will be the first move and what will be the second move? The king is also giving a check in the previous puzzle. The king is not giving a check. Sorry, kids, I'll get you back with this. Himanshi, where is the king giving a check to the king? The king can only give a check if he can touch the king. The computer will never allow you to do that. The computer will never allow you to do that. Right? King can never go to a square where it can be captured, where there is a danger, where the black pieces can capture. This is not possible at all. If white plays any of the aforementioned move, then it is called as illegal. We have really did that correctly. So let me come to the next puzzle which I'm doing and I'll answer. Let's see which kid have given me the right answer. So Kiran, no. No answer still now from anybody. Yeah, Bhavin gave the right answer. Bhavin, congratulations. Bollywood music is not right. Only Bhavin. Anybody else? Yeah. Yeah, Chandrasekhar Shastri also gave the right answer. Very good. So we have only two kids who are giving me the right answer. Yeah, Sumit, and you name. Very good, Sumit. Your answer is absolutely right. Chandrasekhar Shastri, of course, your answer is right. You're just sending it one more time. Okay. Vignesh, please try again. That is not the right move. Rook G6. The rook is already on G6. Everybody is writing rook G6. How can the rook go to G6? It's already there on G6. Yeah. Ramesh Chintu has given the answer, but his notations are not matching. The second move is not being replied correctly. Yeah. So, yeah, Sri Jyoti, you're right. Sudarshan, you're right. MA, absolutely right answer. But MA, you can improve your annotations. The notations are not correct. Yeah, Bollywood music, you're right. The second move you should mention. Yeah. Bidkar and Rook G8, Rook 8, gaming ka gyan. No, that's not right. Sri Vidya, yeah, your answer is right now. Rook G8, King B6. No, Himanshi. Rook G8 is right, but not King B6. The king can never touch a king. So, Mamta, yeah, you are right, but the annotations are not being given. Yeah, Vignesh, I'll let you know. Yeah, MA, you are right. Okay. So lots of answer like from Kavita and all. Yeah. So yeah, Ipshita, you are right. Yeah, I'll be explaining this question to you. Yeah, Harshita, I'll explain about you. Ramesh Chintu is saying he is new to the class. I just want the names of those. Okay. Uh, Here the move is Rook G8. We are restricting the king not to go anywhere. And now mate in 1. Mate with the help of rook and the pawn. So everybody has not given the right notations basically. Everybody has written pawn b6. That is not the way to write pawn b6. What is the right notations? Can you write out? Yeah, Abhyud Rajesh is always right. So what is the right notations? It's not b6. Everybody has written b6. That is not the way to write. Yeah, MA has given the right. Purba, improve your annotations, notations. Yeah, Abhyud Rajesh, absolutely right. You can see the chat of Abhyud Rajesh. That is the way to write. Rook b7, b6, not the way. You can see the even the chats of MA, which is very good. Rightly noted, a b6 is a checkmate, hash sign. Yeah, a cross b6 as shared by Chandrasekhar Shastri. Chandrasekhar Shastri, you can add the hash sign, that is the checkmate sign also. Yeah, a captures b6 Purva. That is the way you can write. And Srividya has written correctly, a captures b6, checkmate. We don't write b6, Vignesh. We write a captures b6. I'll be just writing here so that you can understand. A So this is the way you write the annotations. You can see here A cross B6. The pawn on the A file captured something on B6. So capture sign is made by the cross, and when you put B6 is the destination square, and the hash sign is used for the checkmate. The hash sign is used for the checkmate. Some people also write it as plus plus, but basically this is a checkmate sign. The symbol indicates that the checkmate has happened. Okay. So now the mating patterns with the king and queen. So we are covering all the mating patterns. And as you can see in the first diagram now, the checkmate happening, one should remember this. Like if there are some few kids who are new to the class, white king and the black king is in a stage of opposition. There's a word called as opposition. A lot of kids may not be knowing these words, but at least it is good for you to hear it for the first time. So the queen goes to the corner. That is, we can say that the king is on the 8th rank and the queen is delivering the checkmate. Here, this queen can come to any of the squares, like queen here, anywhere on the ranks. It's all a checkmate. So this is a pattern worth remembering. So we always say that the name is actually a tango mate, but you can remember that the queen always delivers a checkmate when it is on the top of the king. The king is always on the edge of the board. The patterns can come like this. The patterns can really come like this. And the patterns can come like this. You can see that the king and the queen and the king is there. So we can have some imaginary situations in this. I'll try to explain you with putting the pieces here, like this is the king, this is a king, this is a king, and this is the black king, and this is the black king. Can you tell me, kids, where will I put the queen so that the checkmate comes? Please write. The symbol of the queen is Q. That is, the Q is for queen. Where should I put the queen? White queen, in fact, so that there is a checkmate. So the queen should be there on E5. No, the E5 won't do the checkmate. It is Purba giving the answer as G5, E7, and E2. Very good, Purba. Correct answer. There are other possibilities also. Yeah, in between the two kings. Prasad ji, you are absolutely right. Abhyud Rajesh, Purba has given the right answer. Vignesh, you are right. F1 is also the answer. There are 6 possibilities here. Yeah, in between the two kings. But basically here, absolutely right. You should place the queen exactly here. That is the white queen, and it is a checkmate. So you can say that the tango mate is also called as putting the queen in front of the king, on the top of the king. So the patterns are like this, where you can put the queen on the top of the king, and it can be on the any part of the board. So let's go further. Well done, Vignesh. Yeah, rightly answered. So mate in the corner, that's a pattern here. Yeah, Harshita, I'm so sorry if I say Prasad. The king, Himanshi is asking, why not the king capture the queen? So Himanshi, again and again, I'm reminding you of the thing that if the king will capture the queen, it is considered to be an illegal move because the king is supporting the queen. The king cannot go to the any square where it can be captured. For example, the king can neither go here, neither go here, because it is controlled by the queen, and the game ends there. If a person does this, it is illegal. So any support to the queen, it delivers a checkmate. So now let us see how we will put the king and the queen mate over the board. How will we force the king to go to the edge of the board? So you can just take a screenshot of this if you want, like what is the process by which we can take. So the first thing which is written here is keep the queen in knight move away from the king. So the first process is keep the queen in a knight move away from the queen. So the king will actually be confined by the queen in the knight way. Yeah, Yashwani, you are Charan. Yeah. Bollywood music, you are Sameem. Yeah, Yashwani, you are Charan. Good to know all your names. It's really very nice and a very intelligent crowd. Love to teach you all. So let's get started. The first step is confine the king in the knight's way. So tell me the first move. How will you confine the king in the knight's way? Okay, Sri Jyoti. Yeah. So the first process in this position is you have to confine the king in the knight's way. Or you can read out here, keep the queen a knight move away from the king and deprive it of more and more space. So what will be the first move? Absolutely right. There are two moves which are possible here. One is c3, another is e3. E3 is precise as said by Chandrasekhar Shastri. Purva has also given one more answer. Queen b4. Yes, Purva, you are absolutely right. There can be another answer like something like e7. It is also the knight's way. The queen can go to all these squares to confine. Every move is right. There is nothing wrong in it. The better move here is but queen e3 because it confines the king in a small box. So I'll demonstrate what happens is if the queen goes to e3, how the box becomes smaller. So here when the queen went to e3, then we have confined the king in this box. Now it is a box where the king has been confined and now this king cannot move. We will see what were the other boxes which could have made. For example, if instead of e3, if the queen would have gone to c3 here, then the box would have been a little bigger like this. This was a bigger box comparatively to that one. And there was also a possibility, like Purva said, if the queen would have gone here, then also this box would have made. It was not bad, almost equal. So it's not that only one process is right, the other process is also right. But yeah, let's say queen to e3, it really confines the king to a small box. And now what we will do is our process would be to make this box smaller to this one. We have to drag this king to the corner by just confining. So let's see. I'm sorry. Queen e3. Now, how will you make the box smaller again? Yes, Abhyud Rajesh, you are absolutely right. So let's make the box smaller. Absolutely right answer, Abhyud Rajesh and Purva. So you are learning how to checkmate with queen. So this is queen d4. And now here we are towards the confinement. Please proceed. So Balaji Lakshmi also gave the right answer here. Absolutely right. Queen c5, confinement. Very good. Imanchi, your answer was noted not correctly, but I can guess that you know the answer well. Yeah. So queen c5, queen e5 was not very precise. C5 is better. Yeah, now is a very important moment. What will you do here? Yes, I have an answer from Bhavesh as queen b6. Queen b5 is the answer by Prabhu Ruben Thomas. Yeah, you are right. Queen b6. Yeah, Prabhu has written that queen b6 is a stalemate. Sir, C4 was not correct. No, the C4 was not correct, Himanshi, but it was not bad, but C5 was better. You have to move the queen in a knight's way to the king. So queen A7. No, queen A7, Chandrasekhar Shastri will not be a checkmate because the king can capture. There is no, there is no protection. So I think Team FX Goku, I think it's Veer. Somehow I remember his name. Yeah, Queen B6 is not right. So Purva gave the answer correctly. Vignesh, the answer is not right. It's a very important moment. Understand, kids, you should not confine the king when the king is already on the edge of board. Your target was to get the opponent's king to the corner. Once the target is achieved, you don't confine him further. What you need to do here is you have to give him a freedom to move at least one square. So the box has to be created as said by Jagruti, Purva, Sri Vidya, Chandrasekhar Sastri, Sri Vidya, absolutely right. You have to give him one space. So the space will be this. King should be given one space to move. So the move here would be queen to b5. And now the king is confined. The king has a freedom to move. If you will not give this king a freedom to move, then you should remember the rule of stalemate. The king cannot move, the king's army cannot move, then it's a checkmate. Okay, so Vilasini says Rajesh. Yeah, Abhyud Rajesh, now you absolutely right. Yeah, queen a8, Vilasini. Why the queen will go to a8? And to all of you, this is making a point very clear that now the top of the queen will not work because the king can capture. You need a helper. And now the most important process will begin. A lone queen cannot give the checkmate. So you need a helper. So what I tell students is, you need to make a march past. Like march the king. You need to march the king. And the march is going to happen to help the queen delivering the checkmate. So this will be the march of the king. The queen has done the job and now the march past begins. Remember, kids, there are two ways where the things go right. One, the thing goes right. Another, the thing may go wrong. We'll show you that. The king marches. The king marches. King marches. King marches. Now, let's say the king goes here. King goes here. Now tell me, kids, what should happen? Yeah, Vignesh is right. He's saying that we can march the king as because the black king was locked. So now, will you march the king forward? No, Bhavin, queen b6 is a stalemate. Never do that. If you play the move queen b6 or queen b7, both are wrong. One, it is getting captured. Here, the queen will get captured on b7. And if he goes to b6, it's a stalemate. Now, should the king march forward to a6? Sumit, if the king march forward, Chandrasekhar Shastri, if the king march forward, it's wrong because a stalemate is happening. Yes, Purva, you are absolutely right. Yeah, Veer is right. He's saying king to b6. Chandrasekhar Shastri, king a6 is a mistake. It will again end in stalemate. Yeah. Yeah, Abhyut, you are right. But the Veer is suggesting the shorter answers. So, yeah, I may, you are also absolutely right. So here we can play mate in 2 moves. Veer has given me the right answer. Abhyut Rajesh, you are right. There are 2 ways to go. Here the king can go to b4 and then there is a mate to follow in 1 move. And he can also go the march to king b4 and then the mate will happen in 4 moves. Okay, let's see the shorter way as suggested by Veer and Abhyut and the others. King b6 and Vignesh, your second move is not right. Now what will happen? Gautam has a question, sir. If we move the king forward, then it will be a stalemate. Yeah, it's not a question, it's the opinion. You are absolutely right, Gautam. So, yeah, king b6 have come. And this is Abhyut Rajesh giving the right answer. Okay, Bollywood music. I'll call you Bollywood music only. Yeah. You know, Bollywood music, there is a quotation in chess which is relating to the music. And the quotation is chess, like love and music, has a power to make men happy. So, the chess is also being related to love and music. Like it can make people happy. So, there are people who like chess. They actually don't say like chess, they actually love it. So, they can, by playing chess, they feel happy. So, chess has that attraction, that power inside to make people happy, like which the music also has. Okay, so just remind me because your ID is Bollywood music, so that music word came to me. Okay, so Queen E8. Yes, Veer, you are absolutely right. MA, Kiran Reddy, Sumit, all are absolutely right. Sorry if I missed any name. Okay, so Queen goes to E8, check and mate, 1-0. So let's really do this thing one more time in a very precise manner. Just observe it. Okay, so Bollywood music, you play chess with your father. Very good. Say hello to him from my side. Okay, so let's start to confine the king. And yeah, Sri Jyoti, Mala M, you were also right. Sir, the knight way means in the style of a knight. Yeah. So Himanshi, I'll just say that, just observe. See, this is 2.5 squares to the knight. This is letter L. This is 2.5 squares. Can you see the 2.5 squares to the king? See the first move, Himanshi, I'm playing. Just observe. Queen to E3. Now, Himanshi, what will be the 2.5 square again? It's so simple. It can be E5 also, but you just follow a process. Okay, Sri Vidya plays chess with her cousin. Very good. It's the summertime. You should play chess. You can use the website called as lichess.org to learn and play games. So you can explore the site. I've also mentioned in my previous classes there are wonderful mating patterns there. You can really go through that and practice the chess basics. It is perfectly covered. It's a free website. You can explore it. Okay, so here we are. Queen to d4. And now, Himanshi, what will be the next move? It is just like your class only. Tell me what will be the next move. The kids who know, please don't answer. Yeah, Sumit is Sanvi. Okay, Sanvi. Yeah, Purva, I know you know the answer. Let Himanshi answer the question. Okay, Sri Vidya plays chess on only chess. Very good. So queen d7, Gautam is good, but we need to confine. So Himanshi, watch this. Queen c5. Now is a very important moment. Yeah, Himanshi, you are right. Your answer came a little late, so I played it. Now, Himanshi, what should you do here? Queen to b6 or not? Yeah, Shrujan also gave the answer. So one should play queen b6 or not? Janpal Lakshmi, queen b6 will result in... Okay, Veer says that he is in Maharashtra and he plays with his brother in Gujarat. Yeah, this is the era of chess where you can play with anybody. Does not matter the physical distances in which you are. You can play with anybody in the world itself. It's a stalemate. So, Himanshi, here you should not do this. So, Himanshi, you should not do queen b6. Remember that you have written the answer queen b6. So, you should do queen b5. In fact, kids who are here can really exchange their leeches ID with Abhyud, Veer. You can play with the kids who are present here by exchanging their leeches ID. So it will be a good thing. And now we will see the march of the king. I always tell students, like the king has to do a march past, and the king should do the march past without getting a square away from the king. You should always give the black king a freedom to move. Otherwise, stalemate will come. So, let's start the march past. In the first example, we didn't do this. And to be more precise, there is a mate in one, but I'll make the patterns of the tango mate. That is the queen on the top of the king. So that is a pattern which can come on any part of the board. Any part of the board, this patterns can come. Right? King, queen, and the king. I demonstrated it there. So now is the practical time to do this. Yes. Sure, you can all exchange your leeches ID and definitely there. And I am also sending my ID as... I've sent my leeches ID, so you can follow me there. My ID is Chaturangam. It's a free website, you can make it. And here it is, Queen B7, checkmate. Okay, so I'll do it just one more time before ending the class. A minute to go. So here we are. We do the confinement, confine, confine, no more confinement. We give the king a freedom. Let's march the king. And we see the tango mate, checkmate. Okay, kids, God bless you. I sign off here. Be healthy, be safe, enjoy chess. Bye-bye.